know, Southside Phoenix raised me different, if we're being honest. Mama was a hustler. Streets taught the economics. We was eating crab legs and we was eating ramen, you know? So there's both sides of the coin, if I'm being honest. What you about?
Yeah, Southside Phoenix raised me different, if we being honest. Mine was a hustler in the street and taught the economics. We was eating crab legs and we was eating ramen. Showed us both sides of the coin, if I'm being honest. What you about? What I'm about? It's two different things. What I do, what you did, it don't compare to me. Had some people slide on you, it's elementary. I'm just kidding. JK, like element on P. You don't get it, just kidding, elementary.
It's only right after the last interview we had last week. Mr. Deli every day bringing us in every single day until we get that intro. We gonna be banging that Deli every day. When he get us that intro, oh, it's on and popping, ladies and gentlemen. It's on and popping. But what's good? It's your boy Wavy. Welcome back. You Might Not Like It podcast, episode 44. Sam, how we doing, brothers?
I'm good, man.
It's hot. Hey, yo.
Stand up.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. If you don't know what a haboob is, I think that's how you say it. A haboob. Boo. If you don't know what that is, you don't live in Arizona. You don't live in the desert. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Google it. Chat GPT it. AI it. I don't give a fuck. Pretty much, that's what we've been living with. It's called a haboob. I think I'm saying it right. Boom. So yeah, that's what we've been dealing with in AZ, and it's hot. You know, you live in the desert when you see a wall of dirt coming your way. But nah, hey fellas, hey Black Power. I'm proud to be a black man. I'm proud to be on a podcast with my two black brothers, Uncle Sam, Wavy. What's good? Hey,
What's
it's
up?
July 16th, fellas. Let's get this shit going.
I call it a monsoon. I don't call it no haboob. Cause it be hot and wet out here with dust in it. But anyway, it's still a good day, you know. Still loving it, you know. Family good. How about y'all family?
Family good, man. You know, again, being back home in Arizona, bro, I get to be closer to the fam. We just had a Domino's night, man. We was kicking it, chilling with the kids, man, chilling with the fam. So everything's beautiful, man.
Man, tell me,
Yeah,
I can
Sam.
remember that
Hey,
whooping ass.
everything
Got
is
bit over.
lovely. Everything's lovely in the hood. And again, my bad. You asked me how the family was doing, so I'm just answering.
Oh no, I was
He
doing
mad
that
at
to
me.
Tyrone. He could have, you know.
You pull up to the Domino night, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Yeah.
Sam, you know how to play dominoes. You know how to play dominoes, Uncle Sam.
I'm a dominologist.
When we was out there for the barbecue, we was playing bones. We was playing bones with Pops and Sam. So Reggie pulled up. Yeah, we was out there playing bones. Yeah, Sam know what he doing. Yeah, I gotta give it to him. But yeah, Sam, next time, brother, next barbecue, next domino tourney, like we got you, brother. Do not trip. But fellas, I'm glad.
By the way,
Go ahead.
me and Reggie, you know, we might throw us a little poker tournament. You know, if anybody know how to play at Texas Hold'em now.
Yeah, I'll definitely tell my brother.
Yeah, we gonna
I'll
get
definitely,
it.
my brother be going and playing on here and there. And I'll take some classes or something, man. Maybe I'll pull up. I ain't donating no money, though. So.
Hopefully we have about 12 tables. We're gonna have the liquor. We're gonna have all that there. We're gonna have all
like
of it.
them, I don't really know how to play like that, but I'll fuck around and hopefully get lucky. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's simple. You can download a little Texas Hold'em, learn how to play real quick, cause it ain't gonna be no time soon. But you know, we gonna get it together. We gonna spread the flyers out. You know, it'd be a good chance person could come off with a little change in their pocket leaving.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Being in Maricopa, you won't get robbed on the way home. Just the suburb.
I mean, Nick, let's stop that. Cause all the niggas moved to Maricopa. Let's stop playing like everybody from the South Side ain't moved to Maricopa.
And when they come out here, they straighten up.
Yeah.
It take a while, as O would say, it take a while for the women to straighten up, but they straighten up. Cause the man can't help but to straight up on that commute leaving the 347. By the time he get to work,
traffic.
Yeah, by the time he get to work, he mad as hell. On the way home, he calm. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Gotta deal with this traffic. He ain't got time to deal with nothing once he get home.
All that damn traffic, 100%. But fellas, we got a show to jump into. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it started. I want to get it started with the hot take. I feel like we had Deli on again. Amazing interview. Anybody out there want to jump on, grab get on the pod. Come chop it up with us, man. You know where to find me. You Might Not Like It podcast on all the socials. So reach out to your boy and we'll get you on the show, get the interview cracking. So thanks again to Deli, and intro coming soon. But I'm gonna get started with the hot take. I feel like we ain't had a hot take in a minute. And I'm gonna just go out here with one. In honor of the All-Star game, in honor of baseball being halfway done and approaching the World Series, I just want to throw out there, man, that I think Shohei Otani's Game 4 of the NLCS is the best baseball game by an individual player ever. And I'm going to say that based off of this. I think you can find pitchers that have done such a great job, complete games, you know what I mean? Done no hitters, shutouts, all these different things. But Shohei did that as a pitcher and then also did great things as a hitter. You will say that a hitter had a better game than Shohei, maybe even 4 home runs, 3 grand slams, whatever. But that same hitter didn't have the same impact on the defensive side that Shohei had. So Shohei Otani, 6 innings pitched, 2 hits given up, 0 runs, 10 strikeouts. And then on the batting side, on the offense, 3 for 3, 3 home runs with a walk. And again, in a closeout game in the NLCS. So I just think that Shohei Otani, not saying he's the greatest player ever, I think Shohei Otani had the greatest game ever. So y'all tell me what y'all think. That's my hot take, and I'm dying on that hill.
I want to argue with it so bad. Not only was it a playoff game that the man did it in, he probably didn't need nobody to hit but himself to win the game. He did need some bullpen help. So, you know, it's a little bit something you missing in there. He did need some bullpen help. So they had to come in and execute in order for it to be end up being such a great game, because if they lose that game, none of what he did means nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with that being said, it was an awfully damn good game. But we did have somebody in the World Series, not just a regular playoff game, pitch a no-hitter, you know? So, I mean, individually, because of the offense, it makes him better. But it's tough. I really don't want to give it to him, but I might have to.
I mean, here's the thing. They won 5-1, and Shohei was responsible for 3 of those, right? And I got to go look at how many pitches he was at. But, I mean, realistically, I believe Shohei probably could have pitched that complete game. I'm thinking that they might have pulled him because, again, by the time Shohei went out, they were winning 5-0 or 4-0. So I believe that they had the game in hand. Hey, you had an amazing performance. 6 innings pitched, only gave up 2 hits, and 10 strikeouts. I think you pitched a great game. Let's get ready for the World Series, right? Let's rest that arm. Let's get you ready to go win a World Series, is what I think happened, which is probably the only reason why it wasn't a complete game shutout. But, like, Sam, I know you brought up a few things, right? We talked about this a little bit. You say 20 strikeouts? Hey, bro, a complete game, 20 strikeouts, bro. That's double the amount of strikeouts Shohei threw. But again, my rebut would always be, what did he do on the offensive side? Because, yeah, you can get 20 strikeouts. Yeah, you could throw a complete game. But if your offense don't, step up for you, what you gonna pitch 15 innings? You gonna pitch 16, 17 innings? I don't think so. So I think it's more impressive only because he was able to now do the offensive side. You know what I'm saying? So it's what's even crazier. I wanted to compare this against other sports, but I do think baseball is one of the most dynamic and like tough sports that we got, that I didn't feel it fair to compare it against like Wilt 100-point game. You know what I mean? Compare it against, different things like that. Compare it against Brett Favre's Monday Night Football game against the Raiders after his dad died. Performances like that were inspiring and just like legendary. I feel it. I do it a disservice comparing across sports. And Brett Favre is my guy. Like, go Pat, go. Brett Favre had an amazing game. I just look at even being a Jeter fan. We all know Jeter going from short, going and running all the way across the field, making a great play in a World Series in a clutch moment, right? I'm a Derek Jeter fan. It is hard for me to look at another performance and be like, damn, bro, they did better than 6 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, 3 for 3, and 3 home runs. That is just a crazy stat line for me. So I just feel like, Shohei's going to have that for a while until I think a new kid comes out and does something crazy.
Hey, when it come to my fault, I had to say this. When it come to basketball, Kobe had to go to court for that rape case, catching a plane, putting up 60. Woo! Right out of the courtroom. That's what I'm talking about. Performance.
So you said beat the rape charges and go drop 60. Okay, hey, Deli will love that one.
Leave the courtroom, catch private plane, make it, cancel Christmas. We taking this game. This is ours. I'm trying to get to the playoffs.
Man.
I mean, like, I don't really know baseball like that. But the way I look at it is, I mean, right now, if I'm looking at athletes and like the greatest one game athlete, it's hard to really beat because again, he played two different sides of the ball. You know what I mean? And that's what really separates him from a lot of others. Yeah, you can go to like Michael Jordan that played defense or whatnot, but to be able to be extremely dominant where it matters as far as pitching and batting and to be dominant on both sides, right? Like if it was just dominant on pitching and he had like maybe a RBI on like batter or something, it's like, yeah, no. But and especially in the time of the moment that it was in, being in, was it the playoffs or was it it was the playoffs, right? That he did it in?
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard to really
It was it was the game before making it to the World Series.
Yeah. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Like I was literally like looking to see what I could find as far as who was better, but I can't really find nobody that was better on both ends of where it mattered. So I can't really say much. I think truthfully right now it's kind of him, unless you find somebody like Travis Hunter, right? Like that plays both sides of the field, and maybe he gets like a pick six, and then he gets like a 2 TDs or something like that. Like I think that would be similar to it. But until you can find somebody that could play defense and offense and make a very impact difference, I think that.
Hey, how about your boy Dion? Didn't he play both sides?
Who?
Dion, like score a touchdown as a receiver and a pick six.
Okay, you could go Dion. I mean, you really. I mean, that would probably be the closest. I didn't think about Dion if I'm being truthfully honest with you.
I don't know if he ever got the pick six. I know he got an interception in the touchdown. I don't know if he got a pick six touchdown and a receiving touchdown. I do know he did get a touchdown in the game and I had an interception. I don't know if it was a pick six though.
How about Devin Hester? Perfect game against the Cardinals.
Hey, you just trying to stab me in the gut, dog. That's foul. That's foul play. That's foul play, Sam.
Oh, my bad.
Dog. Hey, the Birds gonna get theirs. The Birds gonna get theirs this year, though. Hey, that's cool.
Sam, stay hitting below the belt.
That's cool. I'll take it. Hey, but we gonna get our get back this year. I promise you. I promise you that. But no, hey, seriously, Dion probably, I would probably say right now, if we just like, just brainstorm, I think Dion's probably the closest one that we can say that made a huge impact on both sides of the ball to take them there. I just can't think of a Deion Sanders like game that matches, that one, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't think so. But let's stay there, right? While many people in the comments, look, if y'all find something, let us know. I want to know, bigger, badder games. But again, just combat the both sides of the ball, right? Both sides, offense and defense. Please do not bring me somebody had 4 home runs. I don't care. What did they do on defense with those 4 home runs? So that's all I got to say about that. Fellas, did y'all watch the home run derby? Did you take a look? Did you see the new format? Interesting format they got this year, no? Black Power. Jordan Walker. Yeah, that's a nigga right there. Hey, he Jordan Walker, bruh. Out of all the cats, Sam, listen, bro, and this is important because what he said in his post-win interview, it echoes to me 100%. So many of these cats out here look black, Sam. And so and they all Dominican, Puerto Rican, they like they everything else, bro. Venezuelan, like all of it, right? And so Jordan Walker to actually come on and start talking like a nigga, like, or you know what I mean? Like, bro, that was bro, he said we need more black kids in baseball. And it's yes, bro. I know, but it looks like there's a lot of blacks in baseball, but it's
Nah.
not. And so Jordan Walker winning, bro, was like to me, I thought that was dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. But Sam, I'll break down, I'll give y'all the I'll give y'all the formula. Who cares? Who cares, nigga? Hey, hey, it ain't Sammy Sosa versus McGuire, bro. Like you gotta get over it. Versus McGuire. You gotta you gotta get over it. That's funny. That's funny. But listen, here was the rules. You get 20 swings and you can't end your round on a home run. So basically, you get 20 swings on the final swing. If you hit a home run, you get to keep going. So that was, I think, one of the cleanest tweaks. Before it was a timer, and then they gave you extra time when you hit a far home run over 450, I think it was, or whatever the distance was. If you hit a home run, they gave you more time and you had a timeout. Now, no timeouts, no clock, just 20 swings, and you could capitalize on the final swing, and you can't end on a home run. In the second round in the championship, it's 15 swings with the same thing, kind of, what they were saying. So, dude, it was impressive. Like, it looked like, I think Wilson Contreras, if I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all, I think Wilson Contreras, bro, he absolutely sold. He was hitting the ball the furthest, the hardest, the most consistent out of everybody. And bro, them fans, bro, they caused havoc. Every time he foul tipped, they were like cheering. Every time he hit a home run, they were booing. Like, bro, I think they changed the entire home run derby with the exception of Jordan Walker. Jordan Walker clutching up at the end. The fans couldn't do nothing about that. So, did you see it? Oh, you didn't check it out on Netflix?
Nah, I missed it, bro. I didn't. I watched the All-Star game. I didn't watch the home run, but I was watching like highlights and everything. And listening to a couple people talk about it, I do like the rule change better because it allows them to catch their rhythm and not be so worried about the clock, right? Because when I did watch it last year, you could tell they were just trying to get as many balls they could out with the time. And so it was like they were almost tiring out just to be able to make the time. And yeah, if they hit a home run, yeah, they got, I think it was like 15 seconds or something like that, T. So, yeah, but that 15 seconds would just kind of give them a little bit more time. And then, yeah, they had like a break or a timeout. But I feel, again, don't knock me. I've never really been a big baseball player. Only baseball I played was T-ball. I still feel that hitting a ball is a rhythm. It's a rhythm thing, I should say. And so, due to the fact that now there's no time clock, they just really get to catch their rhythm. I think that benefits not only them, but it also benefits the fans because, bro, the fans want to be out there to see home runs. Just like when basketball players, we want to go and see the 3-point contest or the dunk contest. Like, we waiting to see some dunks that we never seen or seeing somebody go, bonkers at the 3-point line. And so the same thing when it comes to the home run derby, like we don't care about the time. We just want to see the balls go out
Put
the
on a
park.
show.
Yeah, ball's going out the park. Maybe I could catch one, whatever the case is. That's what we pay our ticket for. Keep the time limit for the actual game because truly, as a baseball fan, I do like how it's speeding up the game because it makes it a little bit more entertaining for somebody that's not a diehard baseball fan. But when it comes to the actual home run derby, I like the rule change. And I definitely love like, yo, if I hit it my last go round, my last ball, like give me another one until I can't stop again. I think that's sweet. So whoever made the rules, hey, shout out to y'all. Y'all definitely did it. And I haven't heard any negative thing from any other sports commentator or whatnot. So that's my spiel.
It's actually crazy too. Sam, you were talking about Schwarber didn't take advantage. Nobody took advantage of hitting that extra ball, the last ball.
Except
Nobody took advantage until Walker. Like it was crazy. Like every single person had the opportunity to clutch up. Bryce Harper had the opportunity to jump over Schwarber. Right? All of them had this opportunity to clutch up, and like none of them got it done. Everybody shanked it. And what they were saying like live and was that they think that the way that baseball looks, having the pink and the black or the pink and the blue, whatever, as it rolled through the air, it just threw them off a little bit, and so they weren't able to, clobber it.
No love.
Well, it did throw him off. It threw him off until the final round. It did throw him off. Nobody had hit it until the final round. I think only one person, and he only hit one extra ball. So it was crazy.
Did you see the look on Sherber's face once he hit that first one out?
When Sherber did, or when Jordan Walker did?
When Jordan hit that first money ball out, you saw Sherber's face.
Yep,
like
Sherber knew. Like, God damn, it's over. Yeah. Bro, he had to clutch up, but I love seeing, bro, his family in the stands. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing that. Sam, that was a big moment for us, bro. That was a big moment. Like, look, little black kids can get out there and be great at playing baseball, bro. Like,
Hey,
that was great.
Since you mentioned that, look up the Maricopa Little League. See, let Sammy on the Facebook page.
Oh, he on the Maricopa Little League Facebook.
Hey, real quick. This is like a curveball, right? A curveball question to both y'all because again, like I watch baseball, but like I only watch baseball in October. So like, just a question to both y'all: why do y'all feel as if baseball, and this is my opinion, why do y'all feel baseball is a third wheel, I could say, to basketball and football, even though baseball payout and guarantees are bigger in United States? I'm not saying in like Dominican. I'm just saying in United States, I feel football, like football is number one as far as parents, right? Like parents was like, hey, my kid's gonna play football, budget, but if it's not football, then it's basketball. And if it's not basketball, again, from my perspective, I feel baseball in our community, right? Like the Black community, I feel like it's the last sport that you would hear a Black family be like, oh yeah, I got my son, doing baseball or playing, going for pitcher or whatnot. Shout out to Sean, right? Cause I know Sean got his boy in all of it, but
Big Cash. Yeah.
Again, my I'm just asking, maybe it's just my world, but I feel like in our culture, it's like maybe basketball or football, 1A, 1B, or vice versa, football, basketball, and then baseball. Why do y'all feel that is, or am I?
I mean, I can start, Sam, and I mean, I think that a lot of it is when you think about what everyone says, right? God-given talent, right? The one thing about baseball, all that speed don't mean shit if you can't get on base, right? Like, you have to do more training, mechanics, hand-eye coordination things, which I think receivers can probably play baseball if they focus on swinging a bat with hand-eye coordination drills and things like that. But I think there's so much more that goes into it because just having the physical abilities and different things like that don't matter if you don't put the work in behind it. And I think you've seen players like Deion Sanders, right, that have been able to transcend the game and they could do multiple things. I think anything is possible, but I think that when you look at in America, like the all-star status, the person that gets kind of like all of the endorsements, all the like different things like this and that, less games, right? It's not every other day. The easiest path is football. Football's more physical, but football's 16 games. 16 games. Baseball's 160 plus. Basketball is 130 some odd plus. I think football becomes that. I mean, I work out for half a year. I'm off for half a year. Baseball, basketball are seemingly more of a all around, type of thing. And so I think it's that and all that talent. It's a lot easier to use on a basketball court or or on a football field.
NFL got that.
Mm-hmm.
Dream of being that most pop. So we gonna teach our boys to play basketball and football because it seemed like that's
Yeah.
Hey, yo, no, I appreciate it because, again, I think I think we brought it up one time, like whenever they be paying out these contracts for like baseball, it's like it's guaranteed 240, 275, like that's guaranteed. And then, again, when you look at some of these baseball athletes' physique, like they don't, not all, but some of them don't be in like the most athletic physique. You know what I mean? Like
That's
they
physical
be,
shape.
yeah, like they be fat or not fat, but they be heavy. You know what I mean? And so, again, I'm not gonna say most parents put their kids in sports to be financially to get a financial gain. Some do, right? But I mean, again, like where Tyrone was talking about, like, hey, like there's not a lot of black athletes in baseball, it just got my mind going. But again, when you think about it, like Dominican Republic, Sam, something that you pointed on is like, I don't think Dominican Republic even has football. You know what I mean? I think their number one sport that they pride themselves on is baseball. You know what I mean? Like that is their sport. And that was a one thing, and I'll go a little bit off, and I'll bring it back to UT. Is like that's why I tell everybody about like this World Cup, like where a lot of people are disappointed that United States didn't go like that deep in the World Cup. I'm like, yo, y'all gotta realize soccer, aka football, in the United States is probably like the fifth or sixth, maybe seventh sport that we care about. You know what I mean? Like it'll go football, basketball, baseball, golf, maybe UFC before golf. You know what I mean? Like you could go almost like two more sports before you even get to a popular demand for soccer. Like you don't walk into a TGI Fridays or Texas Roadhouse or any type of sports bar But that's because the World Cup is
It's the
now. I'm
World
just saying,
Cup, though.
yeah. But like,
It's a
if
they
the
don't
World
care
Cup
about
wasn't
the
going,
men's
if the
national
World
team.
Cup wasn't going on, you ain't gonna see no soccer game. Whereas, like, if you in France or if you in England or you know what I mean, if you in Argentina, you walk into a local pub, they probably playing soccer or football. You know what I mean? Like that is their bread and butter. Where our bread and butter here is football, basketball, baseball, UFC, so on and so forth. So, nah,
He just keeping it simple that like if we focused on soccer, bro, we would have better athletes than some of these soccer franchises in some of these countries. But like that's not they don't have here's the difference, right? Is I think we are closer to having a Messi or we're closer to having a Cristiano Ronaldo than they are closer to having a Tom Brady, than they are closer to having an Odell Beckham, than they are closer to having a Deion Sanders. But that's what he's saying, Sam, is like, we don't focus on it. So like everybody disappointed US didn't fucking win or countries is talking shit, but we don't give a fuck.
now if it was the
We like come
NFL,
beat
that
us
might
in football.
yeah.
Come beat
Like,
us
if it
in
was
basketball.
basketball, like what? Yeah, like when it was the basketball and it's the
Redeem
Olympics.
team.
Like you seeing people like yo, we better not fucking lose. We got Stephen Curry, KD, LeBron James, Ant-Man. Like no, we better not fucking lose. Like that would have been an uproar, right? If we would have lost in the Olympics for basketball, because that is our sport. Regardless of the Europeans starting to dominate and have better players, regardless of it, the NBA has always been the United States sport. And now the craziest thing is there's a lot of now countries getting a lot better than there. And that's where you seen when the Olympics was going on, they were like, bro, people were glued to the seat. Like, hold on, wait, hey, Steph Curry, what you gonna do? Hey, KD, the fuck, like, where y'all at? Where's the Messis? Where's the Rolandos? Those type of things. So that's why I'm not really in a big uproar about the United States. And again, I know this is kind of deviating from what we were talking about, but that's why I'm not really. I'm actually proud of how far we got. I just think that it was more of a magnifying glass because it was hosted in the United States. You know what I mean? Like I think that was the biggest reason
That's all it
why.
is.
That's all it
That's
is.
it.
If it was
They're
if it
playing
was
in
anywhere else,
Seattle, New Jersey. Yeah, they're
yeah,
playing in big
it would
cities.
have been whatever. You know what I mean? I really don't even think, like, being honest with you, Sam. I'm glad you say that because you were like it's in all local restaurants or whatnot. I really think this is the first time World Cup that I seen it being this magnetized in the United States. Because it happens every 4 years. I haven't seen it this popularized in the United States ever, and that's just from my own perspective.
Yeah. Back to baseball, which just crazy. We were talking about the guaranteed contracts and like why more people don't. It's actually funny because it was just Bobby Bonilla Day. And for for those
Bonilla.
of you don't know, for those of you who don't know who that is, this man has been getting paid $1.1 million from the Mets since 2011.
Is he
And
still
he
getting
will
paid?
continue receiving payments. He will continue receiving payments until 2035.
That's
So
crazy.
every year, this is what Sam talking about, that Shohei Otani deal. So breaking out, they negotiated his contract instead of taking a big lump sum. His agent negotiated it out over 10 years and accumulating like 8% interest or something. So
For 10 years?
it turned like 5.9 million into a total payout of almost 30 million.
Every
So
year?
he gets 1.1 million every year on a set date, July 1st, every single year. So July 1st is Bobby Bonilla Day, and he got a $1.1 million check being cut till 2035 from the New York Mets.
That's crazy. That's
That's
crazy.
wild, right?
That's crazy.
So I think that it's a lot of different things.
2011?
2011 to 2035. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Every
you
year.
can't be mad at the player. You just gotta
Yep.
be mad at the
Yep.
game. You know what I mean?
But yeah, that's the MLB.
See,
Yeah. Yeah, we beat your ass. Yeah.
Hey Sam, I gotta ask real quick. My bad, T. One last question. I'm done. So Sam, like you say your piece. Like what? I don't think you ever said like what got your heart into baseball, brother. I mean, like you still playing baseball still to this day. Obviously, that's your heart over football and basketball. No point intended. But like what got you to love baseball as much as you did as a brother? You know what I mean?
only thing they had to do was turn on a baseball game and sit me in front of the TV. And they say it would just and I'll just sit there and watch it. And they knew I couldn't understand what, but they say that's what they would do. Thing else like that because a person that grew up under
Hey, by the way, but real quick, I see your shoulder. I see no shoulder sling, bruh. You know what I mean? Go, hey, this
Week
that
by
shit.
week.
Hey,
Week
but
by
but you don't got no shoulder sling on it though, my man. You know what I mean?
week by week. Let's stay here though, man. I mean, I had one more thing I wanted to talk about in baseball, and as we were talking about home run derby, we talking about players having great games. Can we talk about the disrespect of some of baseball's legends? Like, can we talk about that? Like, I think baseball is probably one of the only sports that allowed, I would say, they allowed a scandal to taint a whole bunch of cats that were Hall of Fame bound, I feel like. Or any type of scandal, their answer is you ain't making it to the Hall of Fame, where other leagues, I think, have moved players on and, finally got them in. Pete Rose, hell, Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, A-Rod, to name a few. Do we ever see any of these guys get in the Hall of Fame? And do we think that they deserve it? What y'all think?
Are you asking just those athletes? Do we feel like they will ever get in? Just those?
Yeah, I think the question was, yeah, that was that was the question.
I mean, look, I'll just go based off of Pete Rose. Regardless of it, man. Like the way I look at it is like you still had to, as an athlete, like you still had to be able to do the job to be a name, a permanent name in the sport. So Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds, yeah, okay, it came out that they took steroids, but regardless of it, like they were still monsters in the game. It just they had a little bit of help. but it doesn't neglect them getting to that point of where they were. I mean, I could be wrong, but I believe Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire were both slapping balls out the park before they started to juice up to beat one another. Unfortunately, they wasn't. Okay, I could
No,
be
no,
wrong.
no, 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 no. I'm not responding to you.
Okay, I'm like
I'm responding to you, but I'm responding to
to something.
both
Okay, but when
players.
I
Because both
I let me
players was assumed to be taking steroids, but McGuire's assumption went all the way back to Oakland. Barry's only started with New York.
I got you. But I got you. Thank you for the clarification. I would just say, like, this is how I think of it.
I
right?
mean,
To
San
answer your
Francisco, not New York, San Francisco.
This is how I think of it. To answer your question, like, as an athlete, you always want to try and do something different to get ahead of your competition, whatever that might be. Like, I mean, what was it? What was the guy that was caught cheating? He was a bicyclist. He went on Oprah. I cannot think of his name.
Armstrong, brother.
Armstrong, right? Thank you.
Lance
Lance.
Armstrong.
Yeah, Lance Armstrong. Thank you. Like, and an athlete's mindset is like, what can I do to be better than the next? You know what I mean? Like, whatever drug or whatever the case may be. And to us, it looks bad, but it's like, yo, I'm just trying to be better than Sam. I'm trying to be better than Wavy, right? Like, that's my goal. But still, I'm still a great athlete because I got here. I just want to be better than the best. So I don't think that it should take them out of the realm of being a Hall of Famer just because of them continuously trying to enhance their abilities that they already have to be better. And that's how I look at it, right? Again, even Lance Armstrong, regardless of it, people will still look at him as a great bicyclist, right? He just tried to give himself a little bit more enhanced to be that much better. And look, for the ones that don't take enhancement drugs or whatnot, okay, they're still a great ass fucking athlete, right? Like, maybe they're better than the ones that did have to. Tom Brady, hopefully we never find out that he had to take any type of enhancements to be fucking Tom Brady. Same thing. I know you're going to get on me, Sam, but LeBron James, hopefully everything that we hear about LeBron James and quote unquote the enhancements he had to take to be better, it's all false, right? Or even if it isn't, he's still going to be fucking LeBron James, right? Like, he's still gifted at what he did. He just used something to be better. So to answer your question, I feel they should be in the Hall of Fame based off of what they meant to the sport, regardless of them having trouble past or having some little hiccups throughout the way. They were still a great athlete to get them there. And that's how I feel about it. So Pete Rose,
I will say, go ahead.
I feel Pete Rose definitely should get in, right? Definitely 100%. I mean, they got him on Fox when it's what was it, last year? They had him on Fox during October calling playoff stuff like that. Like, bro, everybody know Pete Rose as a face of one of the faces of baseball, right? And not to have him in the Hall of Fame is kind of like sacrilegious, in my opinion. You know, that's almost like we were talking about it. And again, I'm not trying to get off topic, but I think like 10 episodes ago, we were talking about how, I cannot think, Bill Belichick, right? Bill Belichick didn't get into the Hall of Fame because of whatever people thought about him with the Deflategate and the Spygate and whatever. But Bill Belichick is still a fucking amazing coach. I still truly believe in my home, if Tom Brady does not, regardless of what happened with Bill Belichick, I get it. And I know I'm getting off topic. I'm talking about football besides baseball. But if Tom Brady doesn't get into the Hall of Fame, what you're saying, T, like, I feel the world's gonna be on fire. You know what I mean? Because that's one of the predominant like athletes out there, considered to Pete Rose, Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, A-Rod, so on and so forth. So again, to circle all back around, I do believe those guys should be in regardless of their past because of what they meant to the game.
I'll say this. I do not agree with the way that you got to that. Especially Lance Armstrong. Lance Armstrong had an entire program designed to fool the entire thing, right? And I think the sport that he's in, the drugs and different ways that he was doing, it's more meaningful than like baseball, I feel like. So I would say Lance Armstrong is like, nah, bro, you fucked up, because that's like an endurance thing. Baseball ain't really an endurance thing. And I think when I look at Barry and especially Pete Rose didn't even take no drugs. Pete Rose bet on the game as a manager. Pete Rose, the player, should get more respect than Pete Rose, the manager. okay, don't put him in the Hall of Fame as a manager. But Pete Rose, the player, has nothing to do with that. And even if I was betting on myself, I never bet to lose games. So Pete Rose, the player, I think is crazy. The steroids allegation, I think it got blown up so bad because, yeah, they were kind of doing the Lance Armstrong thing. They had special doctors, had all of these things, doctors shoot them up, avoiding tests, all of this. None of those steroids heightens their focus. None of those steroids increase hand-eye coordination. None of those steroids allows them to be a better batter. The only thing it may have allowed was it was the MLB should be thanking them because that was at a time where baseball was kind of falling down. And what became the sport and what became all the hype were these bombs, were these long ass home runs. It was Barry Bonds, it was Mark McGwire, it was Sammy Sosa, it was Sammy and Mark McGwire battling back and forth for the all-time single season record. Then Bonds coming. It was all of these things. It was Barry Bonds chasing down, the leader in home runs. It was all of this madness and mayhem and entertainment that really put baseball back in the forefront. And I think that they should get a little more respect for what they did for the game. Yes, they took steroids. No, it's not great. No, it's not like we don't approve or condone of it. But Barry Bonds, before the steroids, was one of the best hitters in the game, period. Barry Bonds had one of the best hitting percentages. Barry Bonds could still hit home runs. Barry Bonds, all of these things. Why they did it, who cares? I just don't think that in baseball, taking steroids is such a big thing to give you a lifelong ban. Now, I will say, now that Pete Rose is dead, and I hate that this is even the case, they've reevaluated his eligibility. And I believe as of 2027, it will be his first year of eligibility to get on a ballot. So now that Pete Rose is dead, they want to enshrine him. Bullshit. Fuck the MLB. You might not like it. Sam, what do you got to say, brother?
Well, Eddie Bing.
Anybody. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But Canseco was the fall guy. I feel like they were trying to avoid allowing it to get too far. And they didn't want to be tainted, but they got caught. I think they got caught. And now, shit, we need a fall guy. We need somebody, eat this, start naming names, and let's pick on these people. Because at that time, you went to a baseball game because, like, when I was, listen, bro, when we went, well, let me finish my thought. Like, I'm just saying, we went to baseball games. We went to baseball games to catch home runs. I went to Oakland A's games because I knew them niggas was hitting home runs. I went to Frisco to the Giants games because I knew I might catch a Barry Bonds home run. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these different things was because these dudes were cranking home runs. They brought the love back in the game. And I think they actually gave the hitters a step up over the pitchers. Because I think baseball was heavily dominated by pitching back in the day. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they trying to push a narrative. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. What's your question though? Mm. The single season home run record. This is what I loved about the steroid era, right? Bro, the steroid era was just like so amazing. But like when you think about, I'm gonna read off the top 6. I'm gonna read off the top 6 names of the home runs. Who has the single season home run records, right? Nah. So no, that's AL. Nah. Judge is the AL leader. But you gotta remember, all these cats was NL. All of these cats was NL. So Judge has the AL record, right? 1999, Sammy Sosa, 63 home runs. 2001, Sammy Sosa, 64 home runs. 1999, Mark McGwire, 65 home runs. 1998, Sammy Sosa, 66 home runs. 1998, and this was the year they were battling, 98. 1998, Mark McGwire, 70 home runs. 2001, Barry Bonds, the leader, 73. So
The
in that
next year.
time, no, it was 3 years later. Like it was 3 years later. But those were like, they were battling. Sammy had a run. Mark McGwire had a run. I'm talking 98 to like the early 2000s of these guys jacking home runs, like absolutely jacking home runs. And to have 3 guys in 1 year at the top of that list is absolutely insane. And that's what I believe saved baseball. And you see baseball trying to keep evolving the game. We got to make games faster. We got the pitch clock. Now we got the ABS challenges, to get everything right. But brother, it is amazing to see what they did. And Barry getting 73 home runs in one fucking season when he's the number 1 intentional walked player ever. Sam, you might be onto something. If he doesn't break that record, they probably never blow the whistle. 73 was too crazy. I guess 70 was cool when the white man did it, but 73 was absolutely insane.
And the most intentional walker, that right there is crazy. Like, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
I've been trying to tell y'all that for
dog.
I say you gotta understand who Barry was. Like when he started taking I thought it was a year later. You say it was 3 years later?
Yeah, 98,
But
and then it was 2001, yeah.
Okay. So with that being said, why it took 3 years later to be okay? We can't let Sosa get. We
Well,
can't
no,
let.
it
We
was.
can't
I'm
let
telling you,
Sosa.
that was Sosa and McGuire battling back and forth from 98, 99.
I'm going back
you know
to
what I mean?
some, but Aaron broke Babe, and it stood for decades. Sosa was to it because he was more than McGuire. Then McGuire said, "Nah, Sosa, white man gonna take this back." Barry said, "Wait, black man getting back on top. He must be on steroids." Canseco, it ain't just Barry, it's all of us.
No, yeah, for sure. But I think, I don't know. The disrespect, like, to me,
Barry's the most
Barry Bonds,
disrespected.
to me, I think Barry Bonds. Everybody, like, there were other guys, Alex Rodriguez, like, there were all these other guys that I think they found all this proof to point the finger at, legitimately found, like, this is your guy, this was a supplier, these are names, this is
Alex,
that.
Andy Pettitte.
Everything has literally just been, and I don't want to say hearsay because I think they say they got people that are saying Bonds' name, but most people that are just saying Bonds' name is Canseco, right? Some of the guys that got caught, some of the doctors that got caught and, lost all of this money or whatever, those are the ones saying, oh, I personally took them. But, like, there's never been any physical, I feel like, evidence that caught Bonds like everyone else. Now, mind you, was Bonds? Yeah, probably. And their biggest reasoning behind it, go look at Pirates Bonds and then go look at Giants Bonds. Now, mind you,
you gotta do is look at 2 years before Bonds.
No, I know, but I'm saying, I'm just saying. Normally, when you get older, you do get bigger. Like, look at Frank Thomas, but he was a little slender and he blew up, muscular, knocking shit out the park. And then he had the bald head. Yep. Hey, the bald head is a telltale sign. You doing steroids. Yeah. But no, but I just want to know if the people out there.
On LeBron. Oh, he talking about that spot on LeBron.
God. I just want to know what everybody out there thinks.
KD, I see.
I just want to know what everybody out there think about the baseball. Now, obviously, Pete Rose, like I said, he finally got to where his name will be back on the ballot. Do we see, before these fucking legends die, do we see them getting that same respect and, the Baseball Hall of Fame finally coming through and freeing us from this?
You say that, I really think it's more towards Pete Rose.
100%.
I think it's more disrespectful to Pete Rose because he deserved to see that for himself.
That's why I'm mad. That's why it means nothing.
For him to go in now is irrelevant. That's just for the family and baseball trying to save grace. But they should have been let that man in. They should have been let him in.
Yep.
He probably was next to Carew them. Probably was one of the best hitters. And he was a switch hitter.
Yes, and he was like he was the leading, before Ichiro beat him, right? He was the leading hits getter in all of the MLB. And that stood until Ichiro beat him. And that was years. Like, I think
one season.
Disrespect.
I'm talking about Pete Rose did it every year.
No, I'm talking about like career. I'm talking about career hits. I think Pete Rose is Pete Rose is he in the league? Listen, Pete Rose, like you said, was baseball. Like, you know what I'm saying? There were a couple of legendary names. But them cats knew when Pete Rose was coming up to bat, it was a problem. They knew they had a problem on their hands. And it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. I fucking hate it. Yep. I think they let them all in. And hell, listen, look, man, Alex Rodriguez, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I don't think A-Rod gonna be able to skate with that, bro. A-Rod just gonna have to take the fact that he fucked J-Lo. He just gonna have to live with that, and that's gonna have to be his trophy, I think. I don't know. Yeah, no, yeah.
At the end of the day, right?
Yeah. Shut up. He's still a millionaire, Sam. It don't matter, Sam. He's still a millionaire, Sam. He's still a millionaire, Sam.
Still a millionaire, Sam.
He does. He does. The Pete Rose baseball ban was ridiculous. I get it. Integrity of the game, betting on the game. I fucking get it. But all of y'all motherfuckers know that none of these motherfuckers be doing any of this without Pete Rose. Like, Pete Rose was a true legend of the game. You know what I'm saying? So I hate that. You know, I really do. And, you know, hey, well, it is what it is. So we're done with baseball. Damn, bro, this was the whole thing was baseball low key today. Even though we just switched it up.
It's baseball season though. It's baseball season shit.
Yeah, I didn't intend for it to be like, but like each topic essentially rolled around that. I mean, shit, we got the World Cup, the final, bruh, final.
Sunday.
Bruh, the final.
Sunday.
Who you got? I mean, listen, I will tell y'all, I think Argentina can absolutely repeat. But bro, I'm taking Spain. I'm throwing bread on Spain to get the dub. I'm taking my bread and I'm betting on Spain.
Since you're going with Spain, I'm going with the other team.
Yeah, I know, because you're a Bears fan and y'all ain't shit. I get it.
I don't like none of.
It's cause it's Argentina sound like Indiana, huh? Argentina, Indiana.
No. I'm saying Argentina. Coach said no, please.
Weak as fuck. What was you gonna say? Who you got?
I made a bet with one of my employees today. I'm going Argentina, man. And the only reason why I'm going Argentina, a little has to do with Messi. I mean, look, when you have an all-time great on your team, you go at that, right? Like you can't deny the man and in moments. Like he been here before. But two, also, I mean, just the amount of games. Like I've literally sat through, this is the first year I've actually watched the whole entire World Cup. I'm talking about from the starter games all the way to now. And I've probably caught about 90% of them, majority of them being Argent. You know, I did watch all Argentina's, but I mean, it was actually exciting, man. Like, you know, Cape Verde, even though RIP, you know what I mean? I know that was like the fan favorite team. That was a great ass game. Egypt, when they played Egypt, being down that 2-1, they still came back 1-3-2. That was a great ass game. Look, them playing England, I'm thinking England gonna take it. When they go up 1, they come back and hit 2. Like every game since they've actually been in the cup chase has been like they've came back, right, and showed the true heart of a champion. And like they always say in any sport, you can't never doubt a heart of a champion. You just can't. And I know it's hard to go back to back. It's a rarity, but it always happens in every sport. And so again, it just feels as if it's just their time because they've been able to figure it out every single game. When you think they out, they figure that shit the fuck out. So that's the only reason why I'm going to Argentina. Like I told my boy the other day, I was listening to it. Again, I'm not a big like soccer like guru or like watch. I just watch it during the World Cup. One thing they were saying about Spain and France is they were saying that Spain be beating France's ass all the fucking time, not just in the World Cup, but when they be playing. So they just have France's number. You know what I mean? Like that was just really it. Like when you just know a team and know how to beat a team, like you could just beat a team, and that was Spain. So I'm not taking anything away from Spain. I think Spain's a great team, but again, it just to beat a man,
gotta beat the man. You know what I think is dope? What I just love, nigga, this World Cup, bro. I'm learning so much more about the World Cup, and bro, I fucking respect the fuck out this game. I love this fucking game. It's so dope. But I will go to the top of the mountains and say the offsides is dumb as fuck. I fucking hate the offsides. It is one of the dumbest fucking things ever.
It makes sense though. But it makes sense.
I get it, but nigga, I hate it. Like, bro, they took nigga, he was leaning, bro. Like, what? Yeah, my feet are back here. Bro, that shit was wild. It's caused so many goals. But I think, bro, the funniest thing, the golden boot, right? I think one of the dopest things is they play for the third place, nigga. Like, they're going to have a third place game. Like, there's not just the World Series, nigga, and like, nigga, fuck whoever was third place, fourth place, like all that shit. they have the third place match. So France is going to play England. And right now, Messi has 8 goals with 4 assists, and Mbappe has 8 goals with 3 assists. So if you're tied in goal, and then Harry Kane, I think Harry Kane has like 7 or 6, something like that.
7. I think he has 7.
Yeah.
7's a lot. Yeah.
If you're tied in total goals, so the Golden Boot goes to the top goal scorer, right? If you're tied in goals, it goes to the assist. And then if it's tied in assist and goals, it goes to whichever player played the fewest minutes. So right now, Messi is winning based off the tiebreaker, but Mbappe in his third place game against England could still beat Messi for the Golden Boot. So I think that shit, it makes another piece of the game where it's still exciting to go watch the France game versus England. And they want to be third place, right? They don't want to lose. And then it's exciting to go watch the World Cup final.
I've actually like truly this year enjoyed watching the World Cup because you really get to see something that we talk about, Sam, like the hate, like the love of your opponent. You know what I mean? Like what we see in basketball, like we hate that in basketball. Like we hate that these, you know, LeBron James about to go join somebody or Jaylen Brown went and joined Philly. Like we hate that because that doesn't show that true like competition. But in the game of soccer or football, like they have that hate for rivalry, but you also see that respect. You know what I mean? Like that, like, and you see it as like that, like it's true respect. Like it's not for just television. Like you see, I've seen a multitude of times like where they'll go to tackle to get the ball. Somebody will fall over and like the opponent team will go and try to help them up. Like, yo, my bad. Or if they do something, it's like, yo, my bad. Even though I want to beat you, like I still got respect for you, like as an opponent. The only thing that I do not like about soccer is all the fucking flopping. Like if there was one sport that has LeBron James beat by a fucking mile in soccer, bro. Like, look, if they touch their shit, Sam, and you soar up and down, they got a torn ACL, bro. like, if they are actors to the core. I swear to God.
I do love the review. There is a penalty review now.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's what I loved about it. You gotta take into account, because I was like, bro, this is the worst shit I've ever seen. But when you take into account, bro, they're flipping that yellow card. They're flipping that red card. So, bro, you're trying to get that yellow card. So I get the cleats. They spiked me. But bro, they just reviewed a game not too long ago. I was just watching, where the player got a red card for faking it.
He got ejected out.
Card, bro. He got a red card for faking a penalty. Didn't even get touched.
That's because he already had a yellow card.
Didn't even get touched.
Yeah.
He had okay. I was watching it in Spanish.
He already had a yellow card.
I'll be watching it on Telemundo, nigga. So I don't know what the fuck they be saying. I just saw the nigga got a red card. So
yeah. And then he got kicked out the game because of that bullshit, bro. Because he faked the shit. Yeah.
I love that though. But that's the NBA's technical flopping rule, technically, for that. But the referees, I will say, bro, those referees, there are some that are just, come on, man, that ain't shit. But then they got really good at identifying all the stupid flopping and this, that, and the third. So I will say, I think that some of the games have been officiated fairly well. I do hate, and a lot of people have been calling this out, it looks like Argentina has been getting a lot of favor.
Oh, they have.
When you look at extra time, they get a lot more extra time than some of the other. But hey, it is what it is.
Mexico is still the only team in the whole thing that got 11 minutes, B. There's not another team that got 11 extra minutes. Nobody else. It was just Mexico. That shit was crazy. That was crazy.
But that was, nigga, Mexico's been winning every game. It doesn't matter. Mexico never gave up any points until they, got their ass whooped by England. Or you know what I mean? But it was, I don't know. I don't believe any of the, whatever, but it was funny. They said that the president of the World Cup was cheering and shit like that when Argentina won. But I think he's cheering it was a great fucking game.
Bro,
like they came back, bro. It was a great game. You know, so World Cup,
You can't
World Cup
knock
final.
it.
Y'all
you
two are
can't knock
taking Argentina. I'm going to take Spain. I'm going to put some money on Spain. So let me see. Let me take a look real quick. I'm going to put some money on Spain.
I got it on Argentina. I know Argentina got to be the favorite.
Argentina is 100% the favorite. Spain is the favorite. Holy shit. Spain is the favorite to win it all.
What's the spread?
These hoes
Nigga,
ain't
no
loyal.
fucking spread on soccer. There is a spread, but it ain't the same. But
well, I'm saying, like,
they're
what's the over?
Spain is minus 150 and Argentina is plus 130. So that plus money on Argentina look good then.
Ginobili.
But I guess they don't think they're going to go back to back. And then you got the third place game, which is Saturday, and you got France minus 205, England plus 164.
Cancel that one.
I was looking at this golden boot race, and I don't know. I want to take Mbappe to win the golden boot.
What's the over-under?
Well, I mean, Messi is the favorite right now at minus 200, and Mbappe is plus 150. So we'll see. Jude is at 6. Kane is at 6. Jude,
I thought Kane was at 7.
Yeah, Kane's at 6. I think Bellingham is at 6 as well. Yep. 6. Bellingham is at 6. Yep. So you basically can get.
And what, Messi at 8 or 7?
Messi and Mbappe are both at 8. They're both at 8. So we'll see. I think I'm going to take Mbappe to win the golden boot. Whew. I don't know, man. Messi, I don't know. Does Messi get a goal? But Messi had 2 assists last game. So we'll see. I
think that was his first game without getting a goal.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, last one, fellas. Can we finish up? I want to finish up strong. Wait, let me get Sam back here. Because I don't know. I'm either push this to the next episode or we going to get this out the way right now. I think I'm going to push it to the next episode because I think Sam got to go. And I think this is going to be an intense one. This will jump right out. And what we'll do is we'll do the call a spade, and we'll do it on the next episode.
That's how we'll kick off the call. That's how we'll kick it off.
Yeah, we'll kick off next episode with that. Stay tuned. Might have another interview coming up soon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for supporting. I appreciate it. We're going to wrap it here. You might not like it. Thank you all for supporting. Thank you all for looking out. We got Deli every day. That's going to kick it out. Deli, we need that intro. Ladies and gentlemen, you might not like it. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful day. We are.
Yeah, you know, Southside Phoenix raised me different. If we're being honest, mama was a hustler. Streets taught the economics. We was eating crab legs and we was eating ramen, you know? So there's both sides of the coin if I'm being honest. What you about?
Yeah, Southside Phoenix raised me different if we being honest. Mine was a hustler in the street and taught the economics. We was eating crab legs and we was eating ramen. Showed us both sides of the coin if I'm being honest. What you about? What I'm about? It's 2 different things. What I do, what you did, it don't compare to me. Had some people slide on you, it's elementary. I'm just kidding. JK like LMNOP. You don't get it, just kidding. Elementary, I forbid, boy. God damn it, nigga, that was me. See, my brain different, niggas not me. Don't always wanna be the bigger person, but I gotta be. And just like my wife, how they moving, dog, it's fine with me. Couldn't have they prerogative if I was Bobby B. But I got the drip like the water boy, Bobby C. See, there you go again. Somebody get your man's voice spaz out. A young bandicoot, they won't be happy till I crash out. Couple people saw your boy out here like a cash cow. Them same people I'm thinking they going vegan now. Wait, slow it down. Why they only hold me up when they supposed to hold me down? Took my kindness for weakness and niggas tried to hold me out. Please pardon my English, but that ain't how I'm going out. I'ma do it my way. I ain't even Usher Raymond, I just want the money. I ain't tripping off of being famous. Then leave it all to my kids so they know about it. They ain't gotta live in slavery if we being honest. Deli really different. I done made a way without a way, I'm a magician. Listen, don't come around asking how I been. Lobster and steak when I want, that's for din. You take off my plate, break your bones like I'm singeing. Deli got bars from here to overseas like I'm singeing. Hold up, wait. I told you I was different. Say that.
So yeah, like I was saying, like Southside Phoenix raised me different, you know? If we being honest, you know what I'm saying? Mine was a hustler in the streets, taught the economics, you know what I'm saying? We was eating crab legs and we was eating ramen. So there's both sides of the coin if I'm being honest. What you about? You know? Yeah.